Yo, what's good, everybody? TJ Man 43 Gaming here with another podcast, sports talk and everything in between. Episode 3, let's get it. I got my guest here with me.
This is Double M49.
Oh my, no, man, you know it sounds manufactured when you say it like you fresh off the assembly line. But that's okay if that's how you say it.
I am fresh. I'm always fresh.
Off the assembly line?
No, I'm just fresh.
Oh, okay. Debatable, but
Fresher than a garden salad just picked out the garden.
I thought it's gotta get chopped and cleaned and everything. But let's get it. We missed a week. We was sick. I blame you.
Okay.
Yo, we've been sick. Missed a couple days. I know somebody commented. Said they want to see another episode of Rocket League. If you're listening, I got Rocket League coming soon. Probably got some Madden coming soon because we're recording this on the day of the Super Bowl. This is Superbowl Pregame.
Super Bowl.
The bowl that is the most super of them all. But we gonna cover some missed topics. We're gonna go back 2 weeks. Was it 2 weeks? Yeah, we're gonna go back 2 weeks. We're gonna talk about the divisional, the conference championship game, Pro Bowl, maybe a little NFL honors society. What you booing for? Boo! What you gotta boo for?
Because you talking about the conference championship.
We gotta talk about it. I mean, we absent. We can't just go absent just because Pittsburgh lost. This is unbiased.
I have my Steelers tire.
Well, you know what? They can't see that. So I'm glad you let them know. Glad you let them know.
Steeler all day, every day.
Man, if we gonna do sports talk, it can't just be Steelers. As much as I wanted to not record this as well. But anyway, enough pregame. You can follow my lead. No, I'm just playing. Let's get into it. So, last time we was here, we had a little post-game show predicting the Patriots Steelers game and the Atlanta Green Bay game. We're talking about that first. Steelers game, what happened?
No Le'Veon.
No Le'Veon.
No Le'Veon.
No Le'Veon.
That's what happened.
That's what happened. I think it was a couple things. You know, I like Mike Tomlin. Now, don't get me wrong. It starts with Le'Veon. I'm not blaming you, Le'Veon, if he ever hears. But it started with Le'Veon. He got hurt. And it's kind of like when you bank on something and this is the only thing that you have, but you so sure, and then it just falls through.
The speculation is that because the league looking into it, that he was actually hurt before the game, that he should have been on the injury list.
Hell,
that's the speculation. NFL was looking into it.
I think
I said that they cared. He had too many carries.
Oh,
too many carries.
I don't know. Because, I mean, technically you could say Ben was already hurt.
He's not going to take the punishment of running back.
Well, I mean,
the guy
said the same thing
60 times in 2 weeks.
They said that same thing about Richard Sherman. I think NFL, they just trying to do stuff. They always looking for something, which they should. But, I don't know. I don't know about all
Player
that.
Safety first.
Safety first.
Player safety.
Shout out to the movie Concussion.
Tell the truth.
Because Will Smith exposed him. That's why they do it. Maybe it's a public thing. We felt like it was hurt. We were looking into it because we cared. Because Will Smith exposed it.
Yeah.
He taught her to tet the choke. But, like I said, I don't know if it starts with, it started with Le'Veon, but it was a couple other things. I was actually talking to my friend Anthony today, and he was like, he said Pittsburgh didn't show up. And I, looking at some stories via NFL.com, I didn't see it, but I was told, they were told that Antonio had his head down and stuff, and they were just kind of probably not gonna win. That's kind of the aesthetic of the sideline, the whole game. besides Le'Veon getting hurt, they got outcoached. I like Mike, but they got outcoached. I don't think it was Tom Brady. I don't think it was their defense, because they had many opportunities. Kobe Hamilton dropping the touchdown, a touchdown that they scored and took away.
The moment
Chris, they couldn't get Chris in field goal range.
Chris missed the first one.
Well, I ain't see that because I was sick. But
I was sick.
Yeah, I was sick too. I was sick on the road. I wasn't there. I didn't see it. But Chris missed the first one. Chris, you can't beat Chris.
Yeah, I meant to call you too. What happened to your boy?
I don't know what happened to Chris, man.
You know what? I think the moment was too big for him.
I don't know, because he's...
The moment is, you in that environment.
It was probably cold.
You in Foxborough. That moment was too big for them rookies.
It probably shouldn't have been called.
But anyway.
Shouldn't have called a field goal.
I did tell you how Atlanta was going to win.
Nah, we ain't transitioned to that yet. Cause I got
you, because I'm tired of the Steelers.
I got a solid 30-minute conversation for that. But what can they do before we move on from Pittsburgh? Because first and foremost gonna be Pittsburgh. That's my logo. I told y'all already. But Ben, do you think Ben is leaving?
No.
Me neither. Next, Le'Veon is staying.
Yes. He got the franchise tag.
What I need to do to win next year? What is it for? I'm gonna do this with every playoff team. Not every playoff team, because the conference championship, Green Bay and Pittsburgh. Because I'm 0 for 2. I thought Green Bay and Pittsburgh was going to the Super Bowl, but what do those two teams need to do? Well, just Pittsburgh right now. What do they need to do to make it to the Super Bowl next year? If you're that close, what do you need?
For one, they need to stay healthy. They had injuries coming into it, but that defense grew up. They got some good young secondary players. The linebackers are coming along. Yeah, they just need to get experience. That's all they need to do. All their pieces are there.
They need Cam.
No, they really don't.
But one thing you can't deny, they need a quarterback.
They need to start. That's what they need to do, is start looking for a quarterback.
Because Landry, no.
If it was any kind of way, they could get
Cam
Newton Watson.
Who?
Deshaun Watson.
Who is that?
It's the quarterback for Clemson.
I don't watch college football, so I don't know why.
Well, he would be perfect.
I don't know. Hey, college football, it's too many teams. But
he would be perfect. But it's not gonna happen.
Michael Vick retired. Did you know that?
Yay! Yay!
Why? What?
He was a wasted spot on the roster. Sound like Landry Jones.
No, not as bad. At least Mike.
You know what though?
Nobody's bad as Landry Jones.
Yeah, it's some out there.
I mean, in Pittsburgh, quarterback wise, nah, no.
There's gonna be some quarterback controversies next year. I do know that.
Hey, you know what though? That week 17 against the Browns. Look, we know the Browns only won one game, but Landry did a couple days in that game.
Don't start. No.
He did. He had a highlight play that scored. Look, you the type
from Landry.
You the type you don't be seeing the potential in people.
Yeah, I do.
No, you don't, because we could be watching the game and something go down and you're like, oh my goodness, we need to get him out. We need to get him out that team. But then they show up to play. Prime example, Jesse James.
That was 2 years ago.
Okay, it could be 2 years from now when Landry finally get his start.
We don't have that kind of time.
We do.
We don't.
If Ben come back next year,
look,
and the year after that, he decides.
Do you want to keep Mike as the head coach? Do you want to keep Mike as the head coach?
I don't know.
Oh, you anti-Mike.
I'm not anti-Mike. I don't want Mike Tomlin to leave.
Then what
No,
do you
actually,
suggest he do?
Actually, I don't want him to leave it if it ain't no better option. If that makes sense. Because
look,
if I
Tomlin is a good coach.
he is a good coach.
But why are you bashing him?
He didn't fell off. Because
He is not. They finished. They won the division. They got to the championship round.
the championship round, he got out coached.
Half of the NFL would have got out coached.
So get somebody from the other half who wouldn't have and put him in Pittsburgh.
Dude, they lost 2 games.
Who?
The Patriots.
See,
They outcoached
they
everybody.
lose to?
Outcoached. I don't remember. I think one of them they lost when Brady was out. Man,
no. Brady was in.
it don't matter. Well, they'll get outplayed today, but still, you can't put that on Mike.
I'm not putting it on Mike. They didn't show up.
They never made adjustments. That's
I think
not
he
just
did.
Mike.
I think he's slipping into like the cool coach. I don't think he would like that when he first started up there. Like he really like loose with like players and stuff. Like Antonio, then Le'Veon, even though they're my boys, like they reckless, man. Like Mike, don't nobody be getting in trouble under Belichick, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, Aaron Hernandez.
See, but he's a murderer. So
Doesn't matter. You can't put that out there. Them guys are gonna do what they want to do. Ultimately, you can foster an environment of success. Pittsburgh has an environment of success. They just talked about from the last few Super Bowls in the AFC Championship. Out of the last 9 or 10 Super Bowls, it's either New England or Pittsburgh is there. So you have the 2 best franchises in the league.
in the AFC.
Yes. Where it would be in the league, because it's going to be one of them too.
I know one of them too. They both in the AFC. Would you think Pittsburgh would have more success in the AFC? Here's a question that I present.
I don't know.
We can't have too much silence. Here's a question I want to present, and nobody talks about this, but I had a conversation about it, and this is the idea. So, if you look at the divisions, some of them are kind of iffy, right? NFC East. How is Dallas in the NFC East when all the rest of the teams? You see what I'm saying? I think the NFL should be broken up divisionally like the NBA. You have an East and a West.
No.
I think it would be better. Because really,
Why?
because all the hard hitters is in the AFC. Name more than 2 savage teams that's in the NFC.
You have the Seahawks. You have, let's see, what do you define savage?
Teams that you don't want to play in the Super Bowl. How many times have the NFC team in recent? How many times has the NFC team been?
Aside from the Giants,
How many times in the past couple of years has the NFC team been the underdog? Didn't nobody think Carolina was gonna win?
well, they didn't.
Ooh, you just
They didn't. It
Okay.
wasn't even close.
okay, whatever.
Now, Seattle wasn't an underdog the second time they played.
Yeah, but that's because they didn't establish themselves. And when I asked for hard power teams in the NFC, it ain't nothing. In Pro Bowl, not Pro Bowl, in postseason wise, if you look at the Pro Bowl in the regular season, you know they be kind of hot. Like Dallas had their run, Atlanta had a run, Seattle.
But you could legitimately put Dallas in that category now. Yes, they are because
After 1 year,
physical. They are a physical team.
No. Okay, I tell you that. Can you put Carolina in there?
Not now, no.
Not now. Okay, exactly. But last year you could put them in there.
You could put them in there.
Okay, after 1 year, I'm not putting Dallas in there because anything can happen. Anything can happen.
Unless Jerry do something stupid and get rid of his rookies and offensive line, you can legitimately put them in there. No. They're gonna always.
What changes did Carolina have? Besides
using Josh Norman.
Besides Josh Norman, none. Exactly. Same team. And
okay, but the thing about it is, most teams have a Super Bowl fall off. They just do, with the exception of the Patriots. They had that Super Bowl fall off. I mean, Denver won last year. What? They didn't even make the playoffs.
I gotta put an exception with that one. Because Payman retired.
I understand. No, they was winning. They was winning with the rookie quarterback. The defense stayed intact. Yeah, they got there because of defense.
You lost your quarterback though. Like Payman could have made up for that. Like
he make up for some deficiencies.
I'm not even a Payman fan, but like that was Payton. The Payton team.
So what you saying is, if Brady left the Patriots, they done.
They done. With Belichick.
Okay.
They done. They done. Put Landry Jones in New England. You think they gonna be successful with Landry Jones? I don't think so. No, not at all. No.
I think back to Pittsburgh. I think they need a defensive coordinator because he got out coached. He never changed what he was doing.
Yeah.
He never did.
Yeah, and you know what? That might not, like I said, like you just said, that might not necessarily been Mike Tom. I'm saying they got out coached.
For Mike here.
No, I said they got out coached. They just got out coached. Mike co-signing on that stuff. I mean, but like, I don't know. It's like Pittsburgh. They be getting close. The past 2 years.
They always there.
Yeah, they always there, man. Like, if they make it to the conference championship, I expect them to come up. You know what I'm saying? They need to get, I like D'Angelo. They need something. They need something.
They need that.
Bring back Troy.
No. Troy has had his day.
Troy probably turn up.
Troy had too many injuries.
James Harrison coming back, and I need that.
No. Then you might well bring back Ryan too.
Who?
Ryan Clark.
Troy a Hall of Famer. Troy is an automatic shoo-in.
Ryan will be a Hall of Famer too.
Nah, he on ESPN. He be sitting down and eating chips and stuff. Troy.
They were a tandem back there.
Mike Mitchell and Troy Polamalu could get it done. I don't need both of them. I just need Troy. I just need Troy back. So the 43 in my name could mean something. But really, okay. Anyway, no. Let's take a step back. If you look at all the super hard hitters in the AFC, you got New England, Pittsburgh, Baltimore, Oakland. Hold on, it's some more. Houston. Like, the lineup of the top.
The AFC is better defensively, yes.
No, the AFC is better, period. If you split the US in half and had them in East and West instead of AFC and NFC, like these Super Bowls, they would end up better. They would. If you look at the playoff lineup,
how would they be better?
Because it would be equal.
If you split it right down the middle, you have your Super Bowl winners all in the East.
It's not true.
Who would you have out west?
Who would you have out west? Hold on, because I need to pull up. I'll talk about something. I need to pull up.
You don't have anybody. The contenders that's there is going to be in the East. Look at your last Super Bowl. Denver could be, they could be. They right
in the West. They be on the West. They would be in the West.
Okay. But you still got New England, you got Pittsburgh, you got Atlanta. You have, well, you talking about hard hitters. Miami is a hard hitter. Yeah, it wouldn't be fair. It wouldn't be fair. Because with the exception of Detroit would probably be in the East. So, no, Carolina in the East. Baltimore is in the East. Yeah, no, that wouldn't be fair. The only way it would be fair is if all the teams in the West play too. 5 times. That's the only way.
Well, Julio! Well, you know what? Okay. I switch it up. Because my thing is the AFC, NFC, the divisions, they don't work. They don't work. Location-wise. North and West.
Dallas is the only one.
What? I know. No, it's not the only one.
Who else?
In the NFC, what is it, North? NFC? No, not that one.
So I'm talking about. Oh, Green Bay would be open. No, it wouldn't be fair.
If you had what if you split about North and South?
Yeah, that would have a little more disparity. Now, you still got your super teams in the North. Because you will have New England, you have Green Bay, you will have Pittsburgh, you will have Baltimore. No.
They need to change up the division.
And then that will put probably Seattle in there with them. No. That wouldn't be fair. The only contender in the South will be Atlanta and Dallas.
Not Dallas.
Dallas is a contender.
All right, a year from now when we do this podcast, they better win.
You know what? Dallas was one play from going. They was one play.
They wouldn't have got past Atlanta.
Well, no. But you know what? Dallas is built to keep a team like Atlanta off the field, like what they did with should have did with Green Bay.
It's the coach. And you know what? Actually, I got an idea for this. The NFL Honors were yesterday. We might have a separate podcast for that. I want to talk about some of these awards. It might be a little short podcast, but I want to talk about it.
Okay.
Moving on. You know what? Moving on. Let's go to my bad. I'm sorry. My bad. We're trying to hit your knee right there. But, so, I'm sorry, bro.
Good way to get a put on your eye.
Okay, sure. So, Green Bay and Atlanta game. What?
It wasn't no game.
What happened?
What I told you was gonna happen. Atlanta has too many weapons. Too many.
No, man. I don't know.
Name an area where they're weak offensively. Exactly.
They learn. We can always blame it on the line.
No, their line is good. 2 good running backs, 2 good receivers. Tight end is good. Quarterback is good. They're not weak offensively.
About Dallas.
Dallas lost defensively, not offensively.
Yeah. Atlanta came out of nowhere with me. I'm going for them because I don't like New England. But I mean, what? Okay. Anyway, yes, I don't like New England. They did they score in the first half of the game?
Who?
Green Bay.
I don't remember. I don't remember if they scored or not.
I don't think they did. It caught me by Atlanta.
Man, it's not really much to talk about except Atlanta did their thing. And Julio didn't even have a big game. He didn't have to.
He did have a big game.
Sanu had a better game.
That's all I'm talking about Julio because he.
No, Sanu. Oh, Julio demands attention, so Sanu wore him out. Sanu gonna make a big play when he have to.
Man,
And then when the game is up there, they turn it into them running. They turn it over to them running backs. Both of them is good. Both of them.
It got me by surprise. I woke up out of my sleep and seen that they was getting thrashed.
Molly Watt.
I don't understand.
Why?
Cause Atlanta does not show up in the playoffs.
You know you gotta let that go now.
I guess so. Apparently.
I told you this year is different. They finally got a coach. You know that dude was the defensive coordinator for Seattle when they won the Super Bowl.
No, I didn't know that.
That's their coach. That's why when you look at Atlanta's defense, you will see Seattle's defense. They play the same way. He's been there 2 years. 2 years.
Man, what
and
are
look where they are.
Okay, I was waiting for this thing to show up. Sanu had 5 catches. Julio had 9.
Sanu had the catches that hurt Green Bay.
But Sanu scored 1 time. Julio scored twice. And he had 180 yards. That was Julio game. I seen it.
See, I'm telling you, in them moments,
they opened up the second half with Julio scoring.
I understand. The first half was Sanu. You can't take nothing away from Mohamed Sanu.
Oh, no, and they didn't.
Pittsburgh needed him.
Green Bay didn't score.
Yeah, Pittsburgh needs Sanu.
That was absolutely horrible. I blame Mike McCarthy. But,
you can't blame the coach all the time.
Nah, I'm not blaming him all the time.
Sometimes you just don't have the talent to stay with
coach a good winning team. But, it's all cool, though. It's all cool.
Matty Ice.
You know, I thought it was more to talk about them 2 games, but they both was kind of blowouts, and
They were blowouts.
both kind of makes sense that yeah, that's what happened. So on to the next thing, the Pro Bowl. I didn't get to watch the game at all.
I didn't either.
But I did see.
I saw a little clip.
What you think about the dodgeball?
And that was interesting. I like the different aspects they put on the Pro Bowl this year.
Yeah, because they didn't do something.
They get like the NBA. You know, the skills. I wanted to see more of the skills. I just forgot it was coming on.
I just thought about something. That's how, you know, after Super Bowl, I was like, man, I want to do the podcast. I don't know what to talk about. You know, my basketball is iffy. But we can talk about, you know, All-Star game. Yo, you know what? We have to throw that on the side. Cause,
hey, they want a guest on us when we talk basketball.
Who? Jam.
Who?
Jam. He said he wanted his name to be Jam.
No.
That's what he said, but
we can have Jam on, but no, we was talking about KSA.
KSA? Who was that?
Yeah, the one lived back behind. We was trying to get a little name. Yeah, I'll call it Lil K. He said he wanted to be Lil K.
Shepherdtire.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, you know what? Hey, we can bring a local ESPN, TJ Bear 43 ESPN. You heard it here, folks. We gonna have it's gonna be lit. We gonna have a whole bunch of
and everything in between.
Everything in between. Maybe throw a little gaming news. I don't know. But
no.
Well, yeah, hey, you know, man can talk. We can talk some stuff about.
We can talk some stuff about man.
Yeah,
but we need to call what's his name? Bellable Bowl or
Biteable Bowl. Jay. No, I'm calling Jay. You need to listen to this on your way to work, and I can put you on a Skype call. I know how to do all that. But
I thought about calling.
We can
see what he got going on.
We can have a whole bunch of people on here.
No, I'm talking about calling. Get his thoughts on the Super Bowl.
Oh, we should.
What'd you say?
We should. If we could get
what?
If we get Jay on the phone.
Why you talk? I get Biteable Bowl on the phone.
Biteable Bowl on the phone.
Let's see.
Okay.
All right.
So go ahead. I'll take the reins. We gonna take a quick. Double gonna take a quick intermission. I got to talk to you. Got to talk to you for a second. So, all of my listeners, y'all are probably gamers, and if you into football, you might be watching this. Or it might be the other way around. Just a quick little commercial break. You just know what I got going on. So, I got a couple gameplays coming. I know I'm always saying that, but you know, peep the Rocket League video because the Rocket League video is very lit. Got the first episode of Madden out. I was throwing L's. Nobody has seen that except for one person. Y'all need to go peep that video. I'm thinking about deleting and re-uploading it in a better time because I did upload it at 2 a.m. Y'all might not even know I got that video. Y'all might not even know I got that video. But anyway, me and Junk was talking about, I just seen him a couple minutes ago. I told you, put it on ring. But
what's going on, brother? Hello.
How you loud? Look, your head all on the thing. See, I keep an open channel with you guys, you know. Besides not seeing my face, I let all of y'all know what's going on. I just want it to be open. You know what I'm saying? If you listen to the SoundCloud version of this, just know I got a YouTube channel, TJ Man 43 Gaming on YouTube. If you listen to YouTube, you didn't know the SoundCloud version. You look up on SoundCloud, TJ Man 43 Gaming. AYEEITSKWON just dropped a video remixing Mr. Telephone Man. I think y'all might like that. What else we got going?
There's something wrong with his line.
Oh.
There's a play on the...
Jay! Answer your phone.
You don't want to do nothing. Who else can we get as a guest?
Who can we get as a guest?
Call Jam.
Nah, he probably playing dominoes or something.
Oh, I guess I'm mixed up.
Oh, yeah.
I thought you was talking about your aunt.
Nah. Jam. That's his name.
Yeah, I got it now.
Yeah. Oh,
well, you should get him just for about 5 minutes because he is Hot Atlanta all the way.
Oh yes, we should do that.
Call him up.
No, we might do it on the post game. I might have to call him.
Do the post game. That way we can give him a heads up.
I can hear him now. See another. Oh no, my boss. Man. Okay, that was about a 3-minute intermission. Let's get back on topic. So, like I was saying, Pro Bowl. Well, okay. What else? Because the Pro Bowl used to be lit. If you're not aware,
I probably haven't watched the Pro Bowl in 10 years.
That can't be true.
It is.
We've watched it. We watched it before.
Not just watching it though. It was on. Right? I think I'm sorry. You have an NFL players coaching, they drafting that, man. Come on,
man. Jerome Bettis, the boss, was coaching.
You know what? It will never touch the All-Star game for the NBA.
Well, no. Well, I'm saying that the NFL period, that their ratings are low. The ratings have been.
They don't go back up though.
I don't think so.
Yeah, because Dallas is winning.
That's the reason they low.
No. It's a lot of Dallas fans out there that probably just stopped watching. And then having them on TV. A lot of it is the games they have on TV. Check your local listings.
Local listings.
That's the one. Local listing.
But you know what? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I try to point out to you, I'm telling you, not just in Arkansas. Dallas is on TV every week. They were on TV every week, if I'm not mistaken.
They probably were.
It's I don't know. What are they? Because this ain't just NFL. This is just TV in general. It's moving to the internet age. My generation is taking over. They don't want nothing but YouTube, Netflix, Hulu, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat. Everything is online. What can the NFL do to spice stuff up? What can you
talking about? Streaming a game online? You can stream games online.
Yeah, but you gotta have the right service provider and all that. I ain't talking about streaming them online. So what can they do to get people to tune in?
Let the boys celebrate. Nothing excessive. Do what?
Let them play, coach. Cheetah. Shout out to
the boys.
Teen Titans. Not Teen Titans.
They've taken the fun out of the game.
Remember the time. Yeah.
Really, it probably dropped when they trying to clean up the hits. People watched the big hits. They wanted to see them.
I think they were onto something with the little games they did.
What game?
With the Pro Bowl. See, but that was the same day as the Pro Bowl. They needed to take a day just like the NBA do and have like a competition. Like it was a game I had. It wasn't Madden. It was a football game though. I want to say it was 2K. And like you remember, you used to could do the quarterback challenges, try to hit the target and stuff like that. They need to have.
They had that.
But I'm saying they need to have it on Saturday, and it needs to be lit. They need to have a long throw, target to do something. I want to see something. I want to see something I can't do, like the dunk contest. Because football ain't nothing but a glorified game of catch. So they need to do something.
Really?
They need to.
Really?
We watched Tron last night. Disney was the first ever to weave lights into clothing. Like that's not CGI. That's actual lights. Did you know that?
No. So we into everything
in between.
In between.
No, it's gonna come back to sports.
Okay.
They were the first to weave lights into clothes. Man, do that. Like weave some lights.
Why are you putting lights in football jerseys?
Man, so we can play in the dark.
Oh.
I want to see something colorful.
No.
It's something.
They color rushing the uniforms. Everybody color rush.
We need more color rush.
No.
We need neon rush.
No.
Neon.
No.
Well, they need to do something to get the ratings up.
They're going to come back.
They need to do something.
Get rid of the commissioner.
Matter of fact, you know what? Jam and Shepherd Tide, they all in Unk House. Unk.
Oh, is that? Oh.
Yeah, they all over there.
They having a Super Bowl party.
Mm-hmm.
We wasn't invited.
That's what Joker told me. Well, I ain't asked nobody about it.
Oh my goodness.
You know, I don't care if we just hit them up. Look, that's what we did last year. Just hit them up. Go over there. I got the podcast.
I'm going to watch it in the privacy of my own home.
I mean, hey.
You going to podcast over there?
I was thinking about it. I'm doing this. This off the top of the dome.
I tell you what, you make that happen, and I'll go.
Okay. Yeah.
Make it happen.
After the game, we sit there. We got everybody. We had Boomer, Ryan Clark. I'm Boomer because I'm the main one. But hey, you know what? We really just was in.
Try Battle Bowl again.
You can try. Actually, don't try because I don't know how that would translate on the microphone and everything. I'd rather
have them talk loud.
I would, because then you still be like it's going through the phone, through the microphone, and then onto then through the speaker. I'd rather have him in a Skype call and I can record it from the computer. But we getting there because that's what me and Joker gonna do. Hey, Peep Joker.
I don't think I want to do a Skype podcast with Joker.
No, I'm talking. This is also something else. I'm telling my people this. Me and Joker. We was talking earlier. You might want to peep his channel sometime this week because we might be doing 2K online. Just talking and peep that because it'd be pretty cool. Anyway, in other news, get back to the main theme of the day because we sitting at about 38 minutes right now. The Super Bowl. All biases aside, even though I ain't even really got no biases because I don't rock with neither one of these teams. I used to like Atlanta when I was younger. What changed? Cam got drafted, and I ain't got too much room for too many teams. Pittsburgh, Carolina, that's about it. With the occasional Minnesota, maybe. But
I didn't know you went from Minnesota.
I like AP all day, baby.
Teddy.
Man, get out.
They would have went to the playoffs if Teddy was there.
I'm sorry y'all had to hear that little. But I was just making sure that was the mic that we was saying. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yo, because if I did a whole podcast and it was using a laptop microphone, I'd be so mad. But Super Bowl, as you know, Atlanta, New England. Who do you got and why?
I got Atlanta.
You got Atlanta? Why?
For the same reason I had all throughout the playoffs. It is too many weapons.
Too many weapons.
Too many weapons. They done got clothes. They done been out. I'm telling you, they ready. They on a mission.
Well, I got ATL because of the simple fact of what they did to Green Bay. Contrary to what I would say is popular belief, if Green Bay would have beat them, Green Bay would have won the Super Bowl against New England. I just believe that to be so.
No.
Cause nah, man, I'm telling you.
They too banged up.
I don't care. Aaron Rodgers. I don't even like Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers, for the first time in forever, had me liking it.
Why do you dislike winning quarterback?
I don't like Aaron Rodgers because his winning cost me a 7th ring. I can't rock with it, but I had time to forget about it. It's been years.
Okay, you can't hold animosity because of
I can. Same reason why we have animosity to Baltimore. We just do.
I like Baltimore.
I can't rock with you no more, man.
No, I don't. If they playing Pittsburgh, I'm going with Pittsburgh.
Nah, I just don't like them in general.
I mean, it's just the AFC North, period.
No, I don't know.
Why do you not like the AFC North?
They're rivals.
You mean to tell me you can't go for the AFC North if they're playing somebody else besides the Steelers?
Nope. Unless it's Dallas. Because I just don't like Dallas more than those.
You went for Dallas when Baltimore played them.
No.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
I
You did because you thought Pittsburgh would not win first place, so you was rooting for Dallas. Yes, you did.
Well, yeah, I did. Yes, exactly. That reason why, because I wanted Baltimore to lose because of the playoffs. I wanted to get in the playoffs.
It did not matter.
Yes, it did.
No, it didn't.
Okay, so you telling me if Pittsburgh would have beat Baltimore, but Baltimore had that win,
Pittsburgh still would have won the division. They won the division with a game left.
Yes, because Baltimore lost to Dallas.
That's losing.
Dallas beat Pittsburgh.
I understand.
If Baltimore would have beat Dallas and then Pittsburgh would have beat them, they would have beat them by.
It came down to the division itself.
Only reason being is because Dallas lost. Not Dallas. Baltimore lost. That's the reason.
It's not a divisional game. Pittsburgh won the division.
Baltimore had a better record than Pittsburgh before that. That's why they were
tied.
No, they weren't. I was following it the whole season.
Like I would.
You wasn't. You be working and stuff. I don't gotta do nothing on my job. I just sit there and just read.
I wouldn't tell everybody that.
But I get paid a lot. Kinda. Not really. But yet and still, I can't rock with Baltimore. They're rivals.
I'm going for whoever Dallas is playing. That's the bottom line. Uh-oh.
Who is that? Jack. Oh my goodness. I might have to cut this out. Jack!
Hello. Hey, we doing a live podcast. We just want your thoughts on the Super Bowl. Hold on. I gotta put you on the mic.
Alright, hold on.
Hold on a second.
Let me see.
Go ahead. You put it on speaker.
Alright, folks.
Is the volume turned up?
Yeah, the volume is turned up. We got a caller. We got a caller, people. This is Jay. I don't know if he want a screen name, but
he got a screen name.
Jay is somebody that I beat in Madden on the regular. I ain't recorded it. I will one day. And we just got.
You gonna make him hang up?
Nah, he ain't gonna hang up because he on live. You on live TV, Jay? You might get famous off of this. We want to know your thoughts on the game, Jay.
Now, wait, Doc.
What you got Atlanta for?
You talking about for his points?
No.
Why you going for Atlanta? Give us your pick and why.
Yeah, because I don't like New England.
Yeah, me neither, Jay.
My Cowboys are not in it, so shoot.
No, you know what, Jay? We try to be totally unbiased.
Sometimes.
So give me some football, because you a football guy. Give me some football reasons why you think Atlanta realistically would beat New England.
Well, I mean, they got Matty Ice, the MVP of the league this year. They got Julio Jones, which is a ultimate receiver, and they got a pretty decent defense, and they're young. So I think that the young talent is going to beat out the old experience today.
So your reason is the same as mine. Atlanta got too many weapons.
Yes.
My reason was because
you don't like New England.
Nah, that ain't it. Because mine is off a logical theory. I believe if Green Bay would have beat Atlanta, they would have beat New England. They thrashed Green Bay. Green Bay was such a high caliber team. I don't think it makes a difference when they play New England. The way they got to Aaron Rodgers, they can do the same thing to Brady. Y'all know Brady is germophobic. He don't like being touched. When they get him on the ground a couple times, it's gonna be over. It's over.
I mean, you got to think about it. You know, you're talking about Tom Brady. You know, he ain't no slouch.
What make Tom Brady great? Answer me this. He can't run. He can throw, but like what can he do? What makes him a great quarterback? I don't understand.
He's a very, very smart quarterback, Doc. And when you got a system like that you have no other reason but to win.
Did he create the system or is it the coaches?
I think they built that around him.
They built it around him, and he can execute it.
Okay.
And he executed it, and you know, he ain't no dumb guy. He ain't just some old plain Jane quarterback. We're talking about Tom Brady, man.
Man,
he's going down as if not the best quarterback in NFL history.
If he win today, he will be.
He will be, and I tell you what, if he do not, he will still go down as one of the best top 3 quarterbacks in the NFL. Period.
Okay, Jay, let me ask you this on a different subject. Talking about quarterbacks. Give me your top 5. Unbiased. Yeah, your top 5 QBs.
Top 5 QBs.
Top 5.
Anybody
in the league. Top 5 in the league.
Oh, in the league right now.
Yeah.
Oh, it would be in the league right now. Tom Brady would be number 1.
Okay.
It would be Matt Ryan. It would be Dak Prescott, and then it would be Drew Brees.
That's 4. What?
5, Jay, 5.
Oh, my bad. I don't like nobody else.
Dude, you gotta be unbiased,
I
Jay.
said unbiased.
I'm sorry, but hey.
Okay, look, Dak had one, and I'm a Dak fan. Dak had one good year. You can't put him as
he a
the
game
best
manager
in the league.
He's a game manager.
He's not a game
You
manager.
said right now in the NFL. You didn't say how long he had been in there.
Okay, true. I give you that, but you gotta give me a 5th.
It won't be Ben Roethlisberger.
I'm just asking unbiased. Even though you know it's true. But I'm just saying unbiased.
Yeah. Who else?
Carson Palmer.
Carson Palmer. Jay.
You know what? No, I would put him.
That could be the 5. They could probably shoot both of them could be at 5.
Okay, so there's no Aaron Rodgers. There's no Ben Roethlisberger.
That's what he said.
There's no Cam Newton.
No. You know what? I'm saying in the league today, because I'm looking at the end of the day, it's the rings.
It's the ring.
It's the rings.
Okay.
So if you going top 5,
With
Brady
one
has got to
exception.
be first.
With one exception.
Cam is not in there.
I wasn't talking about Cam. See,
Who?
you thought.
Oh,
Drew Brees.
he has a ring.
He got one ring, man.
I'm just saying, it's about the rings.
No.
Brady would be one.
Even if he didn't have the one ring, the sheer amount of stats.
Hold on. What'd you say, Jay?
As far as Drew Brees go, you gotta look at from what that team came from. New Orleans Saints was one of the worst teams in the league until they got him.
Oh yeah.
On top of that, the sheer amount of, even though he can't get wins, the sheer amount of records that he just gets, he just racks stats.
I don't know if he will be in my top 5.
Drew Brees.
He's there.
I wouldn't put him in the top 5 just because he's not a winner, but
He is a winner. He has a ring.
he got one ring. No, I'm talking about year-to-year basis. Forget the rings, because that's a whole team.
Okay, so
that's
if
a whole team.
Always in the conversation as the top 5 quarterbacks in the league. If you want to look at that, they always gonna mention Drew Brees.
They are.
They have to.
Tom Brady. I mean, and Aaron Rodgers. I mean, in that case, and Ben Roethlisberger. So that's what 4.
Yeah,
You know, and at the time before Peyton Manning retired, it was him.
it was him. Okay, so where do you think Russell ranks?
He would probably be in the top. I would say he would probably be in the top 10.
He a solid 7.
I would say he would be in the top 10.
Okay.
Of quarterbacks right now.
Okay, so TJ Man says he a solid 7.
He a solid 7. Because I can't see 6 people better than him.
Okay, so tell me this then. Why would you put Cam in the top 10?
Okay, y'all talk about rings. Y'all talk about all of these factors. Y'all talk about all of this stuff.
No, Jay
Okay.
didn't say that. I said that.
I know, but listen, hear me out. Okay, I understand that Tom Brady has a lot of wins. I understand his QBR be pretty high. But when you look at a player not a player, an athlete, just a natural phenomenon. When you look at an athlete, Ben Roethlisberger is recognized for being tough. He can take punishment. He can move out the pocket. He can throw the ball far. Cam Newton could be a running back if he wanted to. He could be a receiver. Who knows? And he got an arm. Russell Westbrook is
Wilson.
Russell Wilson. I'm sorry. Russell Wilson can think on the fly like nobody that I ever really see. What does Tom Brady do besides stand in the pocket? Because all the quarterbacks I listened before, lines have been questionable and they still put up numbers. If you put Tom Brady in Cleveland, will he still do the same numbers?
You have to understand is, okay, the quarterbacks that you see today is nothing new from quarterbacks that we seen back in the late 80s, early 90s with like Randall Cunningham.
Yep.
Okay. You can throw Michael Vick in there. You can even now, you want to talk about a pocket quarterback, look at Dan Marino, one of the best quarterbacks ever. Warren Moon, who was with the run and shoot. I'd be too young for that though. So
I know them players.
Quarterbacks. Let's go on back.
You know what? Here's the thing. You asked what could Brady do? Okay, first of all, it was either last year or year before last. New England had a suspect offensive line. The man don't hold the ball. That's the point. When you have them guys like what you named, their protection break down. Now, granted, they down the field throwers. Brady will check down. He'll take what you give him, and most times he gonna put his guys in a position where they can catch the ball. If you're an elite quarterback, you don't have to do all that running around. You don't. He's an elite quarterback because he understands the game.
I think New England is very smart upstairs. I can't think of a time in my lifetime where New England just really struggled.
Oh, we can.
Before Tom Brady got there?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I know. I'm talking about when Tom Brady got there.
No, they actually turned that ship around with Drew Bledsoe.
Yeah, with Bledsoe got
before that, they was boo-boo.
Oh yeah, they was the Cleveland Browns.
My point is,
Drew Bledsoe. You got to give credit to Drew Bledsoe on that right there, for us, putting New England back in the mix.
Yeah.
And then when Drew Bledsoe went down, Tom Brady stepped right in. And now you got to give. Now, when I say, I was listening to Michael Jordan the other day when he was talking about that the team win championship, and one of his bosses said, or team owner said something like, organization win championship. And Michael Jordan said the organization didn't win no championship. Y'all made it put the team together, but y'all ain't won no championship. The players got to get out and play.
Nope.
Oh, so it is with the New England Patriots. When that owner decided, when he bought them New England Patriots that he didn't want to be the laughing stock of the league no more, he went out and started putting pieces together, and he went out and got one of the best coaches of all time.
all right. Okay, my question is this. Because Drew Bledsoe turned it around, then Tom Brady stepped in. We done seen Pittsburgh be on highs. We done seen them miss the playoffs. Cam Newton, they was sorry this year. Cam done made it to the Super Bowl. Russell, he done won a Super Bowl. He done been through things. I've seen their team struggle. I have not seen New England struggle since Tom Brady got there. And in turn, I have not seen him with a struggling team. So my question is, what can he do?
You got to go back and think though. The years that they did not win the Super Bowl, they have always been in the mix.
Exactly.
Right. So now you got to remind yourself that, look at the type of players that Belichick on his squad. I go out and I get better players who know the game, who has a very high football IQ.
Yep.
I don't have to have the superstars. We don't need that. Give me the no-name guys who want to win. And it ain't about them, it's about the team.
That's the thing. I understand all of that. I'm saying, if he didn't have that,
So
can he still produce?
Yes.
He would still be one of the greatest quarterbacks ever. Now, you gotta understand that he come out of Michigan. Michigan ain't, back when he come out back, they was on top.
Jay, I don't watch college football.
But you need to.
I just don't. We talked about that before we called you. I don't watch college football.
All right, Jay.
Okay.
We give you one more. Because time right now. Your top 5 running back.
Right now.
Right now.
Adrian Peterson, Le'Veon, Zeke. Does it matter out of them three?
It's more than that. Give me your
He
top
said no.
No, Jay, you give me 5.
Give you 5.
Yeah.
I can see Zeke. I can see Peterson. I can see Le'Veon. I like LeGarrette Blunt just for what he do. He ain't the greatest running back, but he could be in there because he is on a great team.
Okay.
No.
I can't think of that kid's name.
Who you play for?
I couldn't tell you. I'm done.
So what about the dude from Arizona?
Oh, Johnson.
Yeah.
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 And Jay
I can see
Ajayi.
that.
Jay had
You
one
know what,
good
though?
year.
I can probably see DeMarco Murray, man, with them going to the Titans this year, because he did rush for over 1,000 yards.
Okay.
And way better than what he had when he was in Philadelphia last year. So.
And Alex Collins.
Okay.
Shout out to the Hogs. Anyway. Okay. Top 5 receivers.
Oh, shoot. Right now, I would say top 5, Dez would be my guy. Julio would be a guy.
Okay.
I like Antonio Brown.
Okay.
Oh man, God dog it. Can't think of the cat's name.
Who he play for?
Heck. Oh, Derek Fitzgerald.
Okay. One more. One more.
Odell?
Odell Beckham.
I wouldn't put him in there.
You know what? I put him in there because
He couldn't think of nobody else.
when that guy is on, like,
He do.
Ain't nobody messing with that guy, man.
He do turn
that
up.
last game that he had, he was dropping them passes. That wasn't him. Now I think that he got distracted when they went down to Miami and hung out on the boat with them cats.
Yeah.
The ball.
But that boy play ball, man. And teams have to really adjust
Okay.
what they do when he's on the field.
So why would you leave off Amari Cooper and Crabtree?
Because nah,
Because we don't see them that much.
we
on
don't see
TV.
him. We don't see him.
Cooper is the bomb.
Man.
Cooper is the bomb. He is the Julio Jones of that division, of the AFC.
Mm-hmm.
He's that good.
I don't even know who that is.
Dude.
I really don't.
You had them. Then you have...
Who does he play for? I told you I don't know. I'm trying to pick.
Oakland.
Oakland had a good year this year.
They did.
Mm-hmm. But I think a lot of it is that these teams are, they are going out and getting, especially working on their defense. Because you can't stop nobody. You ain't gonna win.
No.
But I also know that, as far as the game is built on putting points up. So, because we want to see scores, but these defenses is getting just as fast and just as good. So you're getting these teams going out recruiting players that can move around.
Yep. Okay, Jay, last quick. Before we end the podcast. Give me the score of the game today.
27-24 Falcons.
See, I think it'll be 40-35.
Who they
Falcons.
kicker? Who they kicker?
Huh?
I think and if it get there, it ain't gonna be no defensive game.
It's not gonna be. I'm gonna tell you, it's not gonna be a defensive game. They gonna put up points today. It's gonna be they gonna have 70 points combined. Watch.
Okay.
So
But I'm going with Hot Atlanta.
I'm going with Hot Atlanta.
Atlanta 38, New England 18.
Are you serious?
I'm so serious.
Wow.
They held Green Bay to 21 points. They turned up on defense. Y'all remember, I might be 0 for 2, but I'm telling y'all, this is not gonna be an interesting game. Atlanta probably finna blow them out the water.
I'm 3-1.
Atlanta probably finna blow them out the water. Man, you 2-2.
I'm 3-1.
I don't see
You
that.
you thought the Chiefs was gonna beat?
No, I went
They
for
blow New England out, man. New England just don't show up, which is unlikely to happen.
I'm telling you, they can show up, but Atlanta is a blowout.
You know, the only way they will is if Brady let history get in his way.
I don't think
He
will.
playing for
I don't-
history
You know what?
right now.
I don't think he will because, we talking about the most experienced quarterback there is right there.
Yep.
The dude, what? He been there 7 times?
Mm-hmm.
Has the opportunity to win 5? Come on, man. Experience is on that dude's side.
Atlanta got that same charisma that I seen in the Seahawks when they won theirs, the Saints when they won theirs, Pittsburgh when they beat Arizona. I'm telling, they done came out of nowhere and they not finna just. I'm telling you, when you come out of nowhere like this, somebody gonna get hurt. Somebody's gonna get hurt.
Well, I mean, it's about time because they haven't been there since '99.
Exactly, and that's another thing. They ain't got down.
So even then, when they went then, and everybody was real hot on Atlanta, what happened? They lost.
Dirty Birds got buried.
See, but they was hype all season though. Wasn't nobody talking about Atlanta this season?
Yes, they were.
They were
Man,
too, Doc.
I wasn't.
They were.
Yes, they
Atlanta
were.
was the talk of the league besides Dallas.
Yeah. And,
Well, there was so
and the
much
Raiders-
Dallas trash in the air. I didn't see nothing else on the NFC side.
No, they was picking that championship game. They knew that would be Dallas and Atlanta.
I think they started gelling together at the right time. So the losses that they had, man, just end up just making them better. And it was like, hey, man, we can really compete with everybody else. So they just step up. And I think, I mean, you can't take nothing away from Matty Ice though, man. I think that they're gonna try to, if New England goes single coverage on Julio, it's a wrap.
Well, they're gonna put Malcolm Butler on him.
They're gonna have to have some over the top help. Now he's gonna be a decoy for a minute. But I think that the running game is gonna be what it is for Atlanta.
You know the difference because they probably play him something similar to what they did to Antonio Brown, which he got catches. The only difference with Julio is big and physical,
He did.
and Antonio is not.
Mm-hmm.
So even if they put that safety over the top and do a true double coverage, Julio still gonna get his catches, but Sanu gonna kill him. Pittsburgh didn't have that second receiver.
Right.
Sanu gonna wear him out.
Right.
They had them, they just didn't catch.
Or that's true.
Kobe, I'm looking at you, Kobe.
Watch out for the Hogs. Watch out for. You know what? But we got one Razorback in that Super Bowl though. I hope Trey Flowers have a good game.
Man, I forgot he was even playing.
Yeah, he started for New England. I hope he have a good game. I hate to see him lose, but I hope he have a good game.
Right. Go Hogs.
Go Hogs.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
much for the basketball team, though. Lord have mercy. I think Nick Anderson out of there, buddy.
Not just yet.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen. If he don't make the tournament this year, it'll happen.
Yeah. 6 years, man. And I heard a guy yesterday that said, he said, aren't y'all tired of hearing wait till next year? He's been saying that for 6 years.
Yeah.
Almost like Dallas.
Wait till next year.
Well, you know what?
I done jumped subject before going to basketball, but ain't nowhere in the heck that we should have lost to Missouri.
No.
And the way that we played against, who was that, Bama Wednesday night? Tuesday night? Ain't nowhere in the heck.
Yeah, man, Anderson didn't have them ready to play. They went in there thinking this is an automatic win.
Yeah.
And you can't do that.
No, you can't do that. But I also...
And I feel like that's what New England is doing to Atlanta. They think it's an automatic win because Tom Brady and his legacy.
No, Belichick won't have them thinking like that.
Man.
Right.
He won't. That comes down to what you say when you're talking about coaching. He ain't going to have them in that mindset. You guarantee that.
That's right, Dang.
They would not be in that mindset.
Well, guys, I got to go, man. I got to go get ready for...
Yeah, we got to wrap up the podcast, too. It's running about an hour and 6 minutes. And
hey, Jay, we appreciate you being a guest. Check the podcast out live. We'll send you the link.
Find me on YouTube, TJ Man 43 Game, as well as on SoundCloud, TJ Man 43 Game. Sports Talk and Everything in Between, episode 3. I got Double M and Jay.
Later.
We gonna see y'all later.
Later.
Not incredible, not terrible, just relatable. See you.